We're live.
Okay. I'm pulling up here so I can see it because that means
Oh,
I'll have to monitor.
I can check here too.
Oh, I was going to say I'll have to monitor comments on here.
Yes, on here.
Okay. Bear with us, everyone. I don't think anyone's live yet anyhow, but for the replay, why isn't it showing up? There are comments on here.
Yes, on here. It's working.
There we are. I see us. Okay, yay.
Awesome. And then once we get comments, and I can put them on the screen. So hello.
I feel like we haven't been live together in a while. Like we were doing it so much.
We were doing
in the 5-day and then so much in 14-day that it's like we had a hiatus.
We're here. You're here for a happy hour with Kira and Denise. We have the casual.
Like we're legit. We're really drinking, even though we're health conscious. We are real and human.
I'm swallowing it too. So yeah.
Even though Denise should not be drinking wine, but that's another story for another day.
Exactly. So we are going to start, and if you hop on live, just say hey so we know who's here, and so we can say hello to you. And
yeah, I'll be curious who joined live. I know it's later on the East Coast, but it's not that late. It's like perfect time. You put the kids down, you're relaxing.
Yes. Put your earphones on, grab your alcoholic beverage or non-alcoholic beverage. There's no judgment.
No, water is a good option.
Or like tea. Like if it's 10 o'clock on the East Coast and you're like, I already drank before, you can just like, I'll grab a tea or something. I don't know.
Or maybe we're the only ones drinking on a Wednesday night.
Maybe.
That's all right.
I don't know.
It's been a long week already.
Yes. So we're going to start with our introduction, who we are. So Kira, go first because this was your jam and I'm just crashing the party.
Well, yeah, we wanted to introduce ourselves because we know, A, there's a lot of new members, and B, there's people in here who, I'll be honest, I never even introduced myself to. Let alone Denise. So we thought, it's probably time to do that, especially as we're kicking off every Wednesday going live, which we'll talk about later, but every Wednesday we'll be live. So yeah, introducing ourselves. I'm Kira. I'm a functional nutrition educator. And a lot of people say, what the heck does that even mean?
Yes.
I have, right? It's tricky. So I have a master's in health and nutrition education, but I can't legally call myself a nutritionist. You can in some states, you can't in others.
That's interesting.
It's complicated.
Okay.
Yeah, it's complicated. So master's in health and nutrition education, and then I've got functional medicine training from the School of Applied Functional Medicine and a couple other places. So hence functional nutrition educator. I also have a master's degree in education, so I really am an educator. So I think that's why the name just kind of stuck.
You're legit.
Legit. I'm really an educator. That's legit. I have 2 degrees in education, just completely different things. One's in English and one's in nutrition.
Awesome.
What else do I say? I'm never good at introducing myself. You guys will learn that very quickly, but
just learn.
I'm not good at talking about myself.
Who do you work with?
So typically I work with busy working women, but not always. That's just a typical. But most clients that come to see me are busy and moms.
Yeah. Mostly.
30 to 40.
Because you're a busy mom, so you're going to attract that.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah. They're going to relate with you.
Yeah. Right. So I did focus a lot on digestive issues because of my own issues. If you've read my bio, or the bio that used to be in here, or mine on my website or anything, always had digestive issues as a child into now. I still get them on occasion, just not as bad. So I think that's actually what led me to study nutrition. I was so fed up with feeling sick. And like Denise, you and I were just talking about this. I went to all the doctors. I did all the tests. I did everything they told me to do. And at the end of the day, year after year after year, I'm told, there's nothing wrong. Everything looks okay. And I'm like, it is not in my head. I am miserable. And I think I was truly fed up. And I'm like, no, there has to be an answer.
And did you believe that it was in your head? Like at some point, like you said,
no.
Yeah, like
I really
but
didn't.
They sometimes like try to make you believe, like there's nothing wrong with you, like no, and you're like, really, like
and that's
crazy.
the thing. I know you've had clients like that, and I get clients like that. Like, maybe it is in my head. I'm like, no, it's not in your head.
Yeah.
It's not in your head.
Yeah.
And even if it is in your head, there's something else going on in the body then. People don't understand, like, if it's depression or anxiety, there's still something off.
Agree.
So, yeah. I thankfully never believed that. I'm like, no, when I'm in severe, pain, that's not in my head. So
yeah,
that's what kind of led me to study nutrition. That's the short story. And then more about me. Obviously, I'm busy and I'm a working mom. I have a 3-year-old son.
She is busy because I sent her a video today, 2 videos that I really want her to watch. And this is what she tells me. I don't have time. And you know what she tells her clients when they tell her that?
I'll get to it. But yeah, I've got a 3-year-old son who's upstairs with daddy taking a bath right now.
And
I live in Las Vegas. Some people don't know that. Even friends in here probably haven't even gotten that announcement. I lived in Nashville and then moved to Las Vegas about 5 months ago. So
nice.
We're in the desert.
Cool.
And that's me. Like I said, I'm not good at introductions.
This is the
Tell us about you.
Okay, so about me. All right. So, my name is Denise, and not also, because she's a nutritionist.
Same title?
I am a applied functional medicine coach, meaning a coach who's trained in functional medicine and applied functional medicine. We went to the same school. And
that's how we met.
And then I'm also an international certified health coach through another institute. And I am also a speech therapist, and I've been doing that for so many years, over a decade now. And
we both worked in middle schools.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
I graduated in 2004, so I've been doing that since then. So I have a master's degree, and there's just if you don't know anything about speech and language. And basically, I still work part-time as a speech therapist. I work with, right now I'm in a middle school, but I was in elementary school for close to like 12 years. And I worked with kids from mild disabilities to right now. I do have 2 classes, moderate to severe disabilities, meaning severe autism, severe anxiety, severe multiple disabilities, kiddos who are nonverbal. So, yeah. And my story is I'm actually Lebanese. So if you are detecting an accent, I do speak 4 languages, not just one.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. And actually, I just want to be very honest. When I came to the U.S., I was 17 years old, and I was very embarrassed that I have an accent. And I would be like, I hated with a passion when people would ask me, where are you from? The minute I opened my mouth. And I'm like, darn it. Dude, I didn't even say anything yet. And I hated it. But I learned to embrace it, because when I would tell people that I speak 4 languages, they would be like, what? This is not like, that's awesome. So I learned to embrace it when I was a little bit older versus, when you're 17 and I was
you want to fit in.
Yes.
I remember those days.
And I was a very unhealthy person, like super, super unhealthy, very picky. I would just probably eat chicken, potatoes, just the Lebanese food, but I skipped the vegetables. I skipped them totally. The fruits, I would eat watermelons, apples, maybe oranges. Nothing too crazy. So I had a lot of health issues growing up.
You're going to hear my toddler.
It's okay. I had constipation, I had acne, I had a whole lot of stuff growing up. But then after I had my second child, and I'll, tell you in a minute about my children, I started having migraines. I always had sinusitis or whatever. I was always congested, always had sinus infections, always had something. I remember one time I was really maybe 10, 11. My mom took me to a doctor, and he told her, well, when she grows up, she's going to have to do a surgery for her sinusitis. And I'm like, Is there a surgery for that? Because I know in Lebanon, to be honest with you, because they want to fix their nose and have the insurance pay for it. Being very frank here, they claim sinusitis. So I was like, what? Why? Like, why am I gonna? I don't know. So I really remember this, and it stuck with me. Like, I'm gonna have surgery, and so anyway, the migraines were so bad. My baby was really little. I went to the doctors,
like me.
yeah, I did the test, the blood work. I went on antibiotics. Like I would get on the antibiotics, feel better, and then it would start again. And then I would get on it again. Like seriously, one after the other. And I was like, why are you keep giving me this? And my last session with the doctor was like, there is nothing wrong, Denise. We did everything. There's literally, because I thought I had a tumor because I was like, I'm not thinking straight. Seriously. And he's like, no, because you're just feeling it on like both sides. I don't know what his rationale was. So he's like, I cannot, like, there's nothing wrong. You need to go home and just take your migraine medication, which made me drowsy and I hated it. So I just embarked on this journey, and that's how I became, actually, I found out that food does have an effect on you, because I really, truly, wholeheartedly didn't.
Do you eat your vegetables now?
Yes. I do. And when I don't, because we've been going through construction in the house right now, it's been since December. And when I don't, I really feel it in my mood, in my body. I feel it in literally everything. So yeah, but I am very upfront, and I'm not subtle. I don't kiss ass. So that's the person behind the cam. I give it to you exactly how it is. I'm very honest, but in a very professional manner, because I'm used to it like that with, being in IEPs and things like, breaking it down to the parents, what's your kid having and things like that. Also my clients. But just so you know, like I
think that's why you and I work well though. Like Denise is very like, tell it like you see it. And I'm like, oh, I'm on the timid side.
You're kind of like my sister. We worked in a restaurant together.
Good story.
Horrible experience, because people would be like, well, you cooked my burger wrong. I worked at Fuddruckers. It's a burger place. And I'm like, I didn't cook it. He did. Like, why are you yelling at me? And my sister's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She doesn't mean it. I'm like, why are you apologizing? I didn't cook your burger. He's accusing me of cooking his burger wrong. I'm like, I don't know. So yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I know we can go on tangents all day.
We can.
So we would love to hear from you guys. Like, introduce yourselves. There's people in here that Denise doesn't know. I don't know. Again, you don't know us. We're trying to introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from everybody. Like, who are you? What do you do? What are you struggling with? Like,
What's
Denise
your
had
story?
yeah, Denise had the migraines. I had the digestive issues. Like, what are your health problems? What do you need help with? What can we educate you on or inspire you with? We know most of you are busy working moms like us. Like, what would be helpful? Because we'd love to hear that.
Totally. And we'd love to get to know you too, because we're all in this together, and this is a community and not just a group. So we want you to feel safe, and we also want to know you on like a personal basis. So yeah.
And like you and I have said, it's a journey. Like, there's no perfect person out there. Like, look, right now we're drinking, we eat our vegetables and we do everything else right, but we do like an occasional drink, and we're human. So
sometimes we're stressed and we eat chocolate. That's okay.
Yeah, we both ate some chocolate today.
Yes.
We can relate to your problem.
Yeah, and totally relate to your problem. So we're not here to judge you or to tell you that we know it all. I mean, we have a lot of education about health and about the body and about functional medicine. But at the end of the day, like Kira said, we're both humans, and we both have, I've been through right now stress since December, and it's still not done. Our house is just a mess. I haven't been really cooking. We stayed at my parents for a little bit. So, and I started feeling that, like texting Kira, like, shit, what's going on? Like, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. And,
I said stress.
And she said stress. I'm like, darn it, I can't even manage it right now. So just take it easy on yourselves and know that we're here with you, and not to judge you or to tell you that we know more. or we have figured out our lives.
We're still a work in progress.
Yes. And it's a journey, there's no finish line.
Yeah, so true. So then I wanted to just talk briefly about what this old group was, because I know
Yes,
people
I want
joined
to
it.
know.
I tried looking, we were looking on there. I'm like, where does it even show when it started? I know there's got to be a date in there somewhere,
I don't
but
know.
I started this group easily 5 years ago just for fun. It was like a fitness accountability group. Like truly that's
I
what it
didn't
was.
know you were a beach body coach.
I started out as a Beachbody coach. That's actually where I started getting inspiration. When I started changing my diet and working out, I started feeling better and I'm like, maybe there's something to this. And then I started studying nutrition, but I started the group before that
Yeah.
as like accountability, and it's just kind of morphed. And then I let it sit because I didn't really know what to do with it. And so today, Denise and I actually have a vision for the group.
I'm still trying to find while you're talking when it was established, but
I don't know. I'll find it because I'm curious now, to be honest. Like, when did I even start this group? But so I let it sit for a long time, which is fine. I didn't really have a purpose for it after I stopped doing Beachbody. It was just kind of sitting there, and then I got my nutrition degree, and it's like, oh, let me post every so often, and the vibe has changed over the years. So I think that's why we're coming to you live today. We want to change the vibe in here, big time. So.
Ew.
Where are we going with this? Let's see. We can tell you that every day there's going to be something. Every day is going to be a post of some sort.
Yes.
And every Wednesday we plan to come to you live at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
It'll be a happy hour, so make sure that you grab your drink. It's like an informal chit chat, just like Kira and I are chatting on WhatsApp, leaving each other voice messages. This is what's going to happen.
Yeah. But we want them to be educational. Today is more of a getting to know you. But again, that's where it would be helpful for us. If you tell us, like, what are topics you need to know about? What are you struggling with? What do you want to learn about? That gives us some ideas for, we're here to serve you guys and we're here to help you on your journey. So tell us what you need to know and we'll deliver on Wednesdays.
Exactly. Like any topic, we'll definitely, try to fit them in. And again, we're going to be going live on Wednesdays unless something happens, for example, sickness, emergencies or whatever, but we'll let you know. But definitely, please let us know what you want to know more about. And it can be anything. No question is a stupid question, or no comment is like, because you might have the question or the comment that someone else is not wanting to ask because they think it's embarrassing. So just ask it, and that's why we want to create the safe place. And we want it to be like a non-judgmental, very safe for you to share your journey, your thoughts, your pictures, even your progress, or maybe your wins in life. So let's say you accomplished something, please post, because you can. You don't know who you're inspiring. Yep. Seriously, you don't know.
And it's good for you. I think too many people get down on themselves and they see the negative. Oh, I didn't eat well today. I didn't work out yesterday. Yep. I'm such a failure. It's like, no. You need to be celebrating every small step. Everything.
Even if you just ate like a great breakfast with like, eggs and sauteed vegetables, and then lunch and dinner and you had like Milky Way and Twix and whatever, M&Ms. That's fine. Celebrate that. Hey, I had an amazing breakfast. I had my smoothie with my college, whatever. And then say them out loud or write them in here. Like I said, you never know whose life you're touching by just mentioning this. That might be nothing for you. It might be like whatever, but to someone else, it might mean the world.
Oh, yeah. Anything else on where we're going with the group? Oh, challenges.
Yes. Do you want to talk about our mission first, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can. We don't have a mission statement or anything, guys.
We don't have a mission statement, but our mission is both Kira and I share the same values. Hence, that's why we're working together. We both worked in the education system, and we do see what's going on out there. We see the kids. We see the health issues that are happening. We also have seen them in our own children, whether it's allergies or eczema or asthma. Whatever it is, we've seen it, and we know that it starts with the home. It starts with the household, with especially with the mom and the dad. And when mom is on board, a lot of the times dad jumps in or not. But that is our mission, for us to help you achieve the healthier version of yourself, and for you to thrive, not just like wake up in the morning and like, oh, the fuck, it's another day, another minute, another whatever dollar they say. So we want you to be happy about it. And of course, there are going to be ups and downs. We're not happy all the time. Like, no, that's wrong. But mainly we want you to feel good about yourselves, and we want to educate you enough for you to educate your own children. So.
And Denise said it too. We see and saw, because I'm not teaching now, but I did see so many issues in the schools, and it broke my heart. For one, I saw the school lunches, and I could go on a rant about those all day long.
I wrote a post about it because I went and took pictures one time.
The rise of ADD, ADHD, kids on medications.
Do you know how much sugar is in one can of, like, this small can of milk?
Oh, I'm sure it's like 20 grams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, and you know chocolate milk. Do you know that donuts are called whole grains?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. It's like, we can't change what's happening in the school system, but we can educate moms and families so that this trend that we're on does not continue to get worse. Because, if you look at the statistics, for one, everybody's overweight. But that's not even my concern. It's what comes from that. Diabetes, insulin resistance, whatever. But then on top of that, the scariest study, I read this, it was a couple years ago, but our children, or we, are the first generation that's not supposed to outlast. Like, we're supposed to pass before, I always mess this up. Our kids are supposed to pass before us. Which is scary to think about.
Scary. So scary. I read that statistics too. That, And I know this is scary, and we're not here to scare you, but we all need a wake-up call. And that might be for you. And like Kira started saying, the ADHD is on the rise. I see it literally because I teach special education.
Yeah.
And it is paired with anxiety. I have kiddos in middle school that are on ADHD medication plus on anxiety medication. That breaks my heart. Like, I know. Really, it breaks my heart. Autism. I have kiddos in the mild to severe class who have severe multiple disabilities, severe autism, and they're eating all that because their parents are not educated. They're not. They're not packing them their lunches. They're not educating the teachers. They're eating all this sugar. Even let's say we're talking about gen ed kids only. We're not talking ADHD or autism or anxiety. You have specific learning disabilities. Our districts, every year they say, you're qualifying a whole lot of people. I'm not qualified. I don't want to qualify people.
They're qualified.
They're getting qualified because they are not reading and they're not writing and they're not at the grade level, no matter what their parents are trying. And seriously, we cannot ignore. We cannot just say, "Oh, it's their brain or the whatever." It's truly everything: the food system, the product,
EMFs.
Yes, like it's so scary, and that is our mission. Our number one mission is to teach you in order for you to be healthy, for you to thrive, and to teach your kids, because we don't want you to be that family where your children are not. Healthy.
And for you to teach others.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's a ripple effect. You teach somebody, they teach somebody, they teach somebody, and it keeps going. That's the only way.
But they didn't give me permission.
Oh.
They said hello. I don't see the name. Do you see it on the comments?
I don't either. Who's live?
That's so young to be on anxiety meds. I know. Yeah. Like, me being a speech therapist in meetings, I really cannot talk about these things because I'm a district employee, and it just breaks my heart to see that. Yeah. And you're seeing parents upping the dosage because it's not working anymore, taking them to the psychiatrist. It's so sad. So sad, and I'm seeing it literally all the time. Speech and language impairments, the same thing too.
Oh, I know.
Apraxia, dysarthria. It's Brittany. Brittany, give us permission. There, you have to click on the like live or two so we can see your comment on here. So you can see your name. I can see your comment. I don't see
So we know who you are.
that, and I'm seeing it literally
there it is.
all the
Let's
time.
burn. Oh, I do it. I see Brittany.
Yeah. So that's our main mission. That's our number one priority, because at the end of the day, if you're healthy, they're going to mimic you. And we've seen it. We've seen it in our own kids and our clients. They're sending us pictures of their kids eating healthy, and eating their vegetables and stuff like that. Of course, they're not going to be perfect yet because they're surrounded by all this stuff, but
they're models.
Yes. And if the majority of the time, same thing. You know how kids learn language? By you modeling to them. You're always talking to them. You're always modeling. You're always talking. And this is how they learn, right? Same thing with the food. Same exact thing. You don't have to like force them. Like there's this video on Facebook, like people forcing. No, but when you eat it, when you prepare it, when they see you cooking it, and a bonus, if they help you cook it, you won them over. And I've seen it in my picky eater.
Yep. Let them help you chop and get them up there. And, do you want this or this? Choices is a big thing. Grocery store. Oh my gosh, do you want to try this one or this one? And, it's not always going to work.
I forgot to tell them that I have two kids. One is a 12-year-old boy. His name is Gio. And, Brittany. So you know how on the top in the description of the video, it said, I'm broadcasting with Ecamm Live. Interact with the broadcast by granting Ecamm Live permission to see your name. Just click on that.
It's weird. I had to figure that out one time. You just click on it and then it's fine. But we can see you now, so didn't she give us permission?
No, we're seeing her comments, but when I look at her comments, it's not like it's showing anonymous, like nobody. Oh. But anyway, like when I have a friend here who lives in she lives a few minutes away from San Diego. And she does cooking classes. So she came to my house, and my daughter, who's 7, is so picky, cooked. She ate leeks. She ate asparagus. She ate salad. I was like, okay.
The food whisperer.
She chopped them, and she cooked them. Now we see you. See, look, Brittany. Now when I post your comment.
Yeah, I see Brittany's comments.
So now when I see it says Brittany, it says your name.
Well, and I see her comment too. When it comes down to it, sometimes they don't always eat it, and that makes sense. They're not going to. Like, Tav, my toddler, right. There are certain things I know he's not going to eat, but I still continue to offer every time.
Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. This is my number one advice. Fine, even if they're not eating it, even if it's just you think it's going to waste, it's sticking with them. It's just like language. Think about it like language. Example, you're modeling language. Hey, we're taking a bath, we're doing all this, right? So your kid doesn't talk still. He's 2, he's 3, he's still not talking. So do you give up on talking to him or her?
No.
You are continuing the modeling. So same thing, don't give up, keep going, because guess what? One day it's going to stick and he's going to say, Mama, bath, bus, whatever. Tav said bus today. So I remembered. Whatever. And then next thing you know, he or she are going to put 2 or 3 words together. Same thing with the eating. They're not going to eat it. They're not going to eat it, but eventually they are going to. And the more that you educate them, because I promise you, I've seen it. I have the pickiest eater.
Yeah, like Brittany said, sorry, no other meals being made. And that's kind of what I try to do with Tav. He's still, because he's not talking, the communication piece is broken down, but when he's at that age, this is what I cooked. I'm so sorry, because truly, think about it. Kids are not going to starve themselves. I can promise you that from a nutritionist standpoint. Yeah. They will not let themselves starve.
No.
So you offer the meal.
I stole your trick. By the way, I stole your trick.
What's my trick?
Remember when you said if you're hungry, evaluate if you can actually eat sauerkraut or whatever? The other time, we're at my parents. My son is 12 years old. You know that age. He's almost 13. Like, oh my gosh, he thinks it's so cool. Anywho, so we were at my parents, and he ate dinner, and then he's like, I'm hungry. And he started opening the pantry. I want to eat. I want that, whatever. And then,
That's like my husband. Yeah. I'm hungry.
I know. And I'm like, can you eat sauerkraut right now? Are you hungry enough to eat sauerkraut? And he's like, no. I'm like, then you don't need whatever you're reaching for. So that's Kira's trick.
Sauerkraut, fish, whatever. Like that was always my thing because I actually really like sauerkraut. So I'm like,
Yeah.
sure, I could eat some sauerkraut, but certain fish, I'm like, no, I'm not hungry.
No.
I just wanted a snack. It's a comfort food.
Yeah. So don't give up and do it, and eventually it will stick. Just think about it as the language piece or the speech piece. Is like you don't give up on your kids, so you don't talk to them because they're not talking, or you don't stop training them to go potty because they didn't get it from the first time, right? Like seriously,
talking
can you
about
imagine
child.
if we give up on our kids after the first time they're on potty trained? They're like, they're gonna be 18 still in freaking diapers. Like, no, don't give up on them. That's me being honest.
Yeah. Okay, we didn't talk about challenges. So
So we
those who
said
don't
we're
know,
gonna post daily, right?
we're going to post daily. We're going to go live on Wednesdays. Challenges will be in here. If you did not join the 5-day real food holiday cleanse,
Brittany did. Oh no, she did.
Yeah, Brittany was in that.
Brittany, tell us about your experience, girl. Tell everybody right there in the comments.
In the 5-day, the 5-day free challenge.
Yeah,
Because
the 5-day free challenge.
we've decided we're going to start running challenges in here. It just makes more sense instead of having a pop-up group.
Yeah.
It's all in one place. It's easier on us too. And I think it's easier for everyone else. You always know where to go instead of, wait, what group did I sign up for and where do I go for this? And oh wait, I have to turn on notifications.
But we are gonna need them to sign up, like to give us their email.
To get the emails, to get the recipes and all of that, yes.
Yeah.
But it's easier because of like that whole algorithm piece. Like I know I don't get notifications. I wasn't getting them in our 14-day program.
Maybe we need to tell them how to turn them on. Is that how
We probably do. I had to learn that.
I think on a mobile, you choose the group as a favorite.
I don't remember. I know I had to go into settings somewhere and put notifications on.
Yes. But then
We can always post it.
I think it's like more or something, and then you like receive notification or add it into shortcuts. Something like that.
Yeah.
We'll try to figure it out and like show you next time. But yeah, if you don't want to miss, we're gonna be posting sometimes recipes, sometimes like blog posts, education about like controversial topics. Sometimes we're gonna be posting random things. I don't know.
Yeah, we could be posting random stuff. That's pretty normal for us.
But then don't miss our lives. We're definitely gonna be live.
Yes. Okay, so challenges in here. We talked about that. I think we're at the last thing. I know we didn't want this to go too long. Oh, Brittany says, I love the challenges I've done. I love seeing how people made their meals, accountability, and it's free. Yes, and we will be doing another free one very soon. Although, Brittany, I'm going to tell you it's going to be completely different from what we did last time. But I'm really excited
we're
about it.
planning a juicy one this time.
I'm really excited
We
about
are
that.
planning another one like the other one.
We'll have two.
We're spilling a lot of beans. We're
We're going to rotate through this year at least.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, stay tuned. And if you're not getting our notifications, what I recommend doing is at least comment on one post, and it will start showing up in your feed. I didn't read what she said.
I did. I just gave her a heart or a thumbs up.
Oh.
Something happened. I gave her something.
Okay. And then
Brittany, so I knew Brittany was going out to dinner.
And for dinner out with friends at Mexican, no chips, kiss. What? Celebrate that,
Chicken,
girl.
veggies,
Celebrate.
rice, and salad. That is awesome. See? Celebrate.
It is going to be different, Brittany. Nothing that you've seen from Kira and myself. Very different.
We're not going to give up on you.
We're not. We're also planning like some juicy things. So, Oh, so to see the group post in the feed, I've seen this happen before. If you comment on only like one post or something a week or whatever, it will start showing the feed. It will start showing the group in your feed.
Yep, I remember that.
Have you seen that happen? Like sometimes I'll be like, oh, why am I not seeing?
The algorithm is goofy. I forget about groups because I don't post in there, and then I didn't turn on notifications. So,
and Facebook just recently did this with the group. They didn't have that. They only had it with pages. But I think right now because they like ads and stuff like that. So, and you can also be on our email list. So I know Kira.
My mom said we're entertaining. Why? Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Are you drinking wine, Mom? What are you drinking?
Is anybody drinking with us on a Wednesday evening?
Oh, no. We're crazy people.
Maybe not. That's okay.
And we have a lot in store for you. Seriously, like, things are just going to be like, what? Denise and Kira are doing this? Like, oh my God, like summer stuff are coming. Like, it's just going to be a lovely year. So I'm like really excited, and I want to thank you, Kira, for welcoming me in your community and now merging it and making it one. And I also want to say thank you to the busy, healthy mamas who left the group and came.
There's tornado warning. Sorry, I saw Mom's not drinking, but she's laughing at us. And Brittany said tornado warnings. I do not miss that from living in Nashville.
Oh, I don't know what that means and what that feels, because I've lived in California like all my U.S. life.
Like 3 or 4 days old, and my mom will remember this because my parents were there. It was right after I had him, and I remember getting in the bathtub with him on like a little pillow and being covered, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And then my mom dove under the bed because the tornado like passed over. You're not going to know this, but Brittany, and Light joined. They'll both know it passed over like Edwin Warner, which was like right next to the house. I don't miss that.
I'm sorry. Like,
no tornado warnings here.
I don't know what that means.
Just massive dust storm.
But for you to feel better, both of everybody who's watching this and the tornado, I forgot to mention this, that I am Light. If that's you commenting, give us permission.
It is Light. I see her.
Her face. Go to Ecamm Live and do it. Anyway, I grew up in Lebanon, so I grew up in the war. And I like witnessed like a lot of war stuff and, hearing it for years. I mean, it was up until like the 91 or 92. So I was like 10. So from birth until 10. Yeah. So just to make you maybe feel a tiny better, but I'm sorry, because it sucks. I hate that. Like, I don't like it. Any natural disasters or any war things. Yesterday I was talking to you about this, the Bushra, and one of the foundations was, War Child or Child of War. And that is really close to my heart because I am a child of war. So
yeah.
But we survive and we keep going forward.
That is true. Hope that Nashville's okay. No tornadoes tonight.
Yeah, let's pray for all of you people in Nashville and everybody in on the East Coast with all the snow. I think that
everything.
A lot of snow. Again, I don't know.
It's bad everywhere.
Because I lived in California, so Light.
Okay.
Go to. I'm like insistent.
I see Light comments.
I know you do, but here when I post it on the screen, it shows nobody.
Oh, yeah.
It just shows, haha, Nashville Tornado Talk. But then with Brittany, it shows Brittany's name. That's okay.
It shows me.
I'm just being, I love like doing whatever. Anyway.
Well, okay, last thing, and then I have to get Tav to bed.
Yes, you do, sorry.
I forget. We want to grow this group.
My kids are grown, so they do their own thing.
I wish. Not yet. But we want to grow this group. I mean, you listen to us talk about our mission, what we want to accomplish, why we're doing this. Very traumatic childhood. My mom's commenting on you. But so we want to grow the group now that we're actually doing something with it and we have a plan. So we want to run a promotion. And Denise, I realize we never fully finished talking about this, but I think we're on the same page. So we want to do a raffle. For every 2 people that you invite, you get an entry into a raffle. However, when we say invite, don't just randomly find people in your friends list and invite them. People don't like that. I'll tell you right now, I hate when people add me to groups. And I'm like, what? I didn't want to be added to that group. So ask them, share the link. That's the easiest thing. Hey, there's this group. I think you'd benefit. You've been talking about X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Here's a link if you want to join. And so, invite them that way.
And tell them how you like it, because we do have 3 questions. Also, when you add them, like if you push the add button and you enter their name, they don't see the 3 questions. And we're having to message them, and we're not friends with them on Facebook, so they don't see the message. And to us, it's like, we don't know this person. So what I recommend, like Kira said, also maybe kind of like tell them why you love this group, like why you want to be in this group and why you want them to join. Like, why do you feel that?
And if you don't love it yet, why you're going to love it.
They better be loving it.
After today's live.
Anywho, so just send them the link, and we'll post the link of.
Mom says I hear a little boy. Yeah, you hear tap.
That's tap. So, yeah, you can send them the link, and you can find the link of the group just by like being in the group and copying and pasting the URL of the group. And then, so what happens is they click on that link and they'll answer the questions, and we'll definitely welcome them in the group. And make sure that you say, hey, so-and-so is our friend. And once we know that you, have invited 2 people, we'll enter you in the raffle.
And you can invite more than 2. So
yeah, definitely. The minimum is
every 2 is 1 entry. So I don't really care how you keep track. We're not going to be particular with this. No. You know, it can just be messaging us and saying, hey, here's the 4 people I invited, and they joined the group. Great. That's perfect. And the raffle will be, we haven't decided on a date.
I know, huh? We didn't decide on a date. We'll let you know maybe. Or you want to put a calendar?
I would imagine in a week. A week from now.
Yeah, maybe why don't we do next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday we can do it live. Perfect.
Yeah, next Wednesday at 7 p.m. You have, this is your deadline. Invite 2 people that you know will truly benefit.
Yeah.
Send them the link. And you can, like, when we welcome them, like, welcome so-and-so, because, you know, I'm the official welcomer in this group. Like, seriously, I need the badge. Anywho, so once I welcome them, Light, let's say, or Brittany, you can say, hey, these are my friends. So.
Yes. So for every 2, you get an entry, and then we will raffle off, and the prize is going to be a $25 Amazon gift card.
$25, you can get a whole lot with that. You can even get a French press if you want to French press your coffee.
Or some bulletproof coffee, a little MCT oil.
Oh, yeah, you can get bulletproof coffee for $25.
Oh, yeah.
What else can you get? Like chia seeds. You can get chia seeds for $10.
You can get those cheaper at Costco.
Like the big kind, organic and raw. 10? No? Less?
Costco.
Is it less than
cheap? Yeah.
Dude, I order this stuff on Amazon.
No, Denise needs to go to Costco. Brittany, tell her. I know Brittany goes to Costco too. And my mom does.
Oh, and you might need something for your kids. And you can get that.
Yes. Okay, so every 2 people, 1 entry, raffle off 1 $25 Amazon gift card.
That we're going to do
next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday at 7.
Yeah.
So, to recap, we would love to hear from you. It's your turn now. We talked a lot. We need to go because she has to put her kid to bed. My kid is playing Fortnite.
Nice.
If you're a mom whose kid plays Fortnite, I would love to hear from you because... Anywho, so let us know. Tell us about yourselves, what you want us to talk about, what you like about us and not like about us.
Like Denise, go to Costco.
Yeah.
Amen.
Like Denise, go to Costco. Like, that's what Light said. Like, Denise, go to Costco. She even had to sign her name. Like,
I see it. I'm telling you, Light said to go to Costco.
So awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. You're awesome, too. You're the best. Tell us what you're struggling with. Tell us a good story or a win that can inspire others. Anything, please. Post your questions, your comments, your photos, anything.
Share your recipes.
Yes!
We do recipes too. Like, I'm kind of the recipe queen, but I love hearing what other people are cooking.
Yes, recipes, especially if it's quick, easy for moms. Instant pot recipes are always... I know Nicole is always posting like gluten-free because right now she's like into that gluten-free craze. So she's posting a lot sometimes on that. So anything, any question, comment, we welcome everything. And now that we mentioned what this group is about and what it's, make sure that you evaluate if this is for you or if it's not for you. And that's it.
Yeah. I think that's good. Tell us about yourselves. Yep. We'll be posting daily. We'll be live next Wednesday. We'll have a topic to discuss.
Yes.
We just don't know what it is yet.
We'll figure it out.
We will. We got plenty of time.
All righty. Well, thank you so much and have a great evening, a great night, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye, guys.